Hi guys, this is IGCSE O-Level Chemistry, Paper 22, Extended MCQs, June 2022, question 31. Fertilizers are used to provide three of the elements needed for plant growth. These three elements being nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Which two compounds would give a fertilizer containing all three of these elements? Okay, so in A, we've got nitrogen, and missing elements are phosphorus and potassium. So this is not it. In B, we've got nitrogen and phosphorus, but potassium is missing. This is not it. In C, we've got potassium, we've got nitrogen, and phosphorus is missing. So this is not it. In D, we've got potassium, we've got nitrogen, we've got phosphorus. All three NPKs are present here. So option D is the correct option for this question. Question 32. Which processes produce carbon dioxide? Okay. Respiration. Respiration is the using up of glucose, C6H12O6. It is being combusted. We have oxygen present as reactant, and this produces 6 moles of CO2 and 6 moles of H2O. So respiration does produce carbon dioxide. Next is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the opposite of respiration, in which we've got 6 moles of CO2 being consumed rather than being produced. And they react with 6 moles of water, producing glucose and producing 6 moles of oxygen. So since carbon dioxide is not produced, photosynthesis is not it. Next, we have fermentation. Fermentation is the conversion of sugar to alcohol, and carbon dioxide is released in the process. So fermentation does produce carbon dioxide. And last, we have combustion of hydrogen. So if we have hydrogen, it will burn in oxygen. That is what combustion is, to produce water. Since carbon is not present as a reactant, carbon dioxide cannot be produced as a product. Therefore, this process will not produce carbon dioxide. Hence, the processes that produce carbon dioxide are respiration and fermentation, making option A the correct option for this question. Question 33. Which reaction in the contact process requires the use of a catalyst? So S plus O2 gives SO2, does not require a catalyst. 2SO2 plus O2 gives 2SO3, requires the catalyst V2O5, vanadium 5 oxide. And SO3 plus H2SO4 produces H2S2O7, which is oleum or fuming sulfuric acid. No requirement of catalyst. And oleum reacts with water, producing 98% pure solution of sulfuric acid. Also does not require a catalyst. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option B. Question 34. What are the products when limestone, which is calcium carbonate, is heated strongly? So calcium carbonate, on being heated strongly, undergoes decomposition to produce calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So calcium hydroxide, no. Carbon dioxide, yes. Calcium hydroxide, no. Carbon monoxide, no. Calcium oxide, yes. Carbon dioxide, yes. Calcium oxide, yes. Carbon monoxide, no. So this makes option C the correct option for this question. Question 35. The structure of ester W is shown. Which row gives the names of ester W and the carboxylic acid and alcohol from which it is made? So let's just work it out from the structure. The alcohol portion contains a single carbon. So this will be called methyl. And the alcohol that makes this would be methanol. And the carboxylic acid part contains two carbon atoms. So this would be called ethanoate. And the alcohol and the carboxylic acid that produces this portion of the ester would be ethanoic acid. So the name of the ester is methyl ethanoate, which eliminates options A and B. The name of the carboxylic acid is ethanoic acid, which eliminates option D. And the name of the alcohol is methanol, which is also true in option C, making C the correct option for this question. Question 36. Ethene reacts with substance X to form ethanol. So this is the reaction of ethene with steam. So what is X? Ethene. Ethene does not react with ethanoic acid. Ethene does not react with glucose. Ethene reacts with hydrogen to form ethane, not ethanol. And ethene reacts with steam to form ethanol. Therefore, option D is the correct option for this question. Question 37. Alkenes can be produced by cracking large hydrocarbon molecules to form smaller hydrocarbon molecules. Which equation represents possible reactions with tetradecane? C14H30 is cracked. Okay, so we need to count the number of hydrogen and carbon in the product. So we've got a total of 14 carbon and 30 hydrogen. So the products have 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 5, 14. So C14, and H would be 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 10, 30. H 30. So 1 is a possible reaction for the cracking of C14H30. Let's look at 2. So we've got 2 carbon, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 5, 14. Same number of carbons. And for hydrogen, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 8, 20, and 10, 30. So this is another possible reaction that could take place. The third one, we have C2H6 and 4 moles of C3H6. Okay, so 3 fours are 12, 12 plus 2, 14, C14. And as far as hydrogen is concerned, 6 fours are 24, 24 plus 6 is 30. So this is another possible reaction that can happen when C14H30 is cracked. And the last one, we've got 2 carbon plus 3, 5 carbon, 5 plus 9 is 14, C14. And as far as hydrogen is concerned, 6 plus 8 is 14, 14 plus 18 is 14 plus 10 is 24. 24 plus 8 is 32. H32. No, the number of hydrogen atoms in the product are greater than the number of hydrogen atoms present in the reactant. This cannot happen during cracking of C14H30. So since there are 3 possible reactions that take place, that can take place, this makes option C the correct option for this question. Question 38. The structures of some hydrocarbons are shown. Which statement about the hydrocarbons is correct? 1 and 2 have different general formula. Let's see. General formula C3H8. This is an alkane. And C4H10. This is also an alkane. All alkanes have the same general formula of CnH2n plus 2. So this statement is incorrect. 1 and 4 are in different homologous series. 1 has all carbon-carbon and carbon-hydrogen single bonds. 4 has all carbon-carbon and carbon-hydrogen single bonds, making both of them alkanes. So they are in the same homologous series. 2 and 3 are structural isomers. 2 is called 1, 2, 3, 4 butane. And 3 is called 1, 2, 3, 4. This also has 4 carbon atoms in a straight chain. So this is also butane. They are the same compound. They are not isomers of each other. Had they been isomers, the name would have been different. 3 and 4 have the same empirical formula. 3 has C4H10 present and 4 has C4H10 present. Okay, so this would become C2H5 for the empirical formula for 3, and for 4 the empirical formula would become C2H5. So both of them have the same empirical formula of C2H5, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 39. Ethane reacts with chlorine in the presence of UV light. Which substances are produced in the reaction? So ethane, being an alkane, undergoes substitution reactions with chlorine, which would produce chlorine substituted alkanes, and hydrogen chloride, HCl. So substance 1 is hydrogen. Hydrogen is not produced. Substance 2 is chloroethane. This is produced. Substance 3 is 1,2 dichloroethane. This is produced. Substance 4 is HCl. This is produced. So except for one, all the three remaining products are produced, making option C the correct option for this question. Question 40. Which polymer structure has the same linkage as terylene? So terylene is a polyester. So it would have the linkage of C double bond O, single bond O present. In A, we cannot see any ester bond present. So A is an addition polymer, A is not the answer. In B, we have got O at one end and C double bond O at the other end. But if we continue with the repeat unit, we would have an O attached here and the rest of the repeat unit would continue. Similarly, the previous repeat unit would have a C double bond O ending from where the given repeat unit begins. So the ester bond is present. So this is a polyester. C, we have got C double bond O on one end and NH on the other end. So the previous repeat unit would have a C double bond O present and the next repeat unit would have an NH present. So this would be a polyamide and not a polyester. So this is not it. And D has just a C single bond O present. This does not have any C double bond O present. So when this continues, this would have a carbon with CH3 and hydrogen joining to the oxygen atom, not forming an ester bond. So D is also not a structure that has the same linkage as terylene. Therefore, option B is the correct option for this question.